So, I can't put like a post up on here. Answering spiritual, answering the angel of light and darkness of Vali. Please, one question at a time, folks. Since I've lost some weight since the last time I wore this, I figured I'd try it out. I don't think it looks so bad. I think it's pretty decent. The halo is the hardest part. See? There we are. Halo on. Mask on. We're good. This is a version of like Hia's outfit from Chilling in Another World with my second level superpowers. But I'm here to answer any spiritual questions you might have. I figured dressing up as an angel of light and darkness, I might as well entertain some spiritual questions. So I will wait here until people get involved. Oh, we got one person here. Hi, you're here with Vali, the angel of light and darkness. I'm answering spiritual questions if you'd like. Please feel free. Welcome to the channel, by the way. Yeah, you're the only one in here right now. As far as the costume goes, this curate is way smaller than I thought it would be when I got it. I thought it would be like all around there. How can you transform into a unicorn? Well, according to the spirits of your world, you can't, according to the laws. But were you to come to another plane, you would have to... You'd have to use certain spells and certain magic in order to attain the form of a unicorn. And even that would only be temporary. Hi, William. Hello, Inked. Sweden. And Ethan. There's your answer on the unicorn. William. Greetings. I am Vali, the angel of light and darkness. Thank you. I'm here to answer any spiritual or questions that you might have for yourself or for me. If the questions you have are different or scary, that's okay. I'm not scared of them. Although answers may be scary, we have to face them. I am the Djinn of light and darkness. I do not belong to a cult. I don't belong to neither heaven nor hell. Penguins do have knees. No, you may not. It's been sold already. Oh, my halo. There we are. Hi. Hello, Ryder. My name is Vali. I am the Djinn of light and darkness. I'm here to answer any spiritual or other questions that you may have. Supernatural, divinistic, anything like that. Any question you may have, I am here to answer. What is the solution to homelessness? It would be for people to stop caring about how much money they're making and instead focus on the good that they're doing. That would be them sitting on your face. Yes. I do have. Well, I have THC oils. If you want the true uh, answer to homelessness, though, you have to. You truly have to get people to stop caring about money. And I don't see that happening. Ever. I see out the mask. If you look very carefully, you'll figure out how I see out the mask. I got the mask off Etsy. I made the halo myself, but right now it is bothering me because it's not staying where I want it to. Trade and bartering will become something big again if society collapses. Once the collapse of society has happened, people will no longer have value in paper or cotton that has the pictures of old men on them. Pandora's box was filled with every emotion that could be, as far as considered negative, I suppose.
The shoes are a great touch.
Thank you.
Just teasing.
I live with my mother because she wants me to stay with her and help her around the house. What is to say from the human material perspective? That is to say from the human material perspective. Well, the thing would be, yeah, they're Vans. It's too cold out to go barefooted or wear sandals. Well, it might be comfortable. He told me not to use acid. Said I have flashbacks. Did I believe him? No. My name is Vali. I'm the angel. Angel. Not the right term. I'm the Djinn of light and darkness. I hold no affection for heaven nor hell, for I believe they do not exist. There is simply light and darkness. Thank you for subscribing. Hawaii seems wonderful. I hope you have a great time there. That's not sarcastic. I truly hope you have a good time there. I've heard it's under a bit of trouble, but it's still a beautiful, beautiful island. Oh my goodness. I shouldn't. The first time I broke this thing, it really messed it up. Oh well. You could see it that way, I suppose. 1 minute. Apologies. I would say that light and darkness can't be spread to a heaven or hell. Light and darkness is the energy that people give forth, or the energy that is given forth by anything that could be perceived as destructive or non destructive. These are things that you have to find for yourself in that, though. What do you perceive as destructive and non destructive? What do you perceive as helpful to where you are as opposed to not? One could say that. If there is to be good, there must be bad. The rule of duality. One could speak of the rule of duality in that form, and you wouldn't be wrong. However, good and bad can be changed in people's minds. You just stumbled into the channel of Vali, the angel of light, the Djinn of light and darkness. I'm answering any questions that might be spiritual or anything that you have on your head. I'm neither left nor right. I only make decisions based on what seems to be the most logical and the most positive. Hello, Bobby. Pleasure to have you here. Altered states of spirituality, I feel, are an altered state of mindset. If one has a mindset that gives out nothing but negativity and focuses on nothing but negativity, then you will find nothing but negativity. Same thing with positivity, which is why both can be quite toxic if you take them to the highest levels. One can be too intolerant. One can be too tolerant. Both are possible. If you look very closely, you'll see how I see through the mask. The duality of man, depending on where it is necessary for humans. There are some forms of duality where one side of it is not sustainable, not good, not something that lifts up the citizenry around it or the people of its culture or civilization. That kind of duality can be dangerous because people might find meaning in things where there aren't them, and they might find meaning in hatred. Thank you, Nico. Goodbye. I am Vali, the Djinn of light and darkness. I'm answering any questions. Spiritual, ideal, any you might have. I have taken DMT. Barracuda, believe it or not, I am not schizophrenic. Hard as it may be to believe, no. Why something instead of nothing? Nothing's very possible to exist. And it's just fine that nothing exists. If nothing exists. But in the universe that we've been dealt into, things do exist. Outside of our planet, outside of our galaxy, outside of our very universe, things exist. It's just not ours to understand yet. We don't have the data yet in order to give ourselves the correct answers to these questions. Therefore, we must continue searching for them. The day that we give up on trying to achieve a higher level of understanding a higher level of scientific understanding, as well as perhaps spiritual, where maybe that you might even bind together. We don't know. Maybe both of us are right. Maybe all of us are right. Maybe the scientists are right in its evolution. Maybe the evolution was put there by a greater life form. Yes, my mouth is I have cotton mouth very much right now. It's from my medication. You too. I hope you have a good rest of your day too. Clearest place. See, the thing is that nothing, just because you give it a concept, you've given it a concept so that you can understand it. So that your brain, can handle the idea of what nothing is. But nothing can exist. Nothing has the ability to exist. There is the ability to have nothing. But to look into the void, one must know that the void will look back. That's just the way things are. Remember though, when you look into the void and it looks back at you, don't blink. If you look at the mask very carefully, you can see how I can see Planet X-15. You can see. Nothing can't ever exist by definition. But it doesn't mean it can't manifest on its own way. In the semantics question, we need to be able to manifest where something can't. Hi, Jonathan Latimer. My name is Vali, the Djinn of Light and Darkness. I'm here to answer questions about anything you like. Spiritual, cosmological, anything you'd like. By definition, I suppose nothing can't exist. However, if nothing did exist, there would be nothing to chronicle it. You have a good one, Dream Man. Enjoy and be safe. This costume took a long time to make. Long time to put together. Worth it, though. This is a Renaissance fair outfit at the end of the day. The problem is that you're never going to be able to get every one of humanity to become on the same side unless there is an outside threat to the earth. Once there's an outside threat to the earth, then suddenly you'll find humanity as a whole banding together. But that will only be shown once there are other earths, other life forms. Humans don't want to. We like to think that we're the only ones here in the universe because we're the only ones we've found so far. And life might be more rare than we think it is, which should only make us take it more seriously, but here we are. Oh, Dream Man, you're welcome, and thank you. I figured if I'm going to build a costume, I might as well wear one. I might as well wear it if I'm not going to make it to the Renaissance Fair this year in it. Then I'll show it up here online. I'm already outside. Antimitsu, as you can clearly see by the grass. Anything else? Something more mature, perhaps? I know that the views that are catched here on YouTube are from acting crazy. People love watching people crash out. What do I have on? My costume for the Renaissance Fair. And Vali, the Djinn of Light and Darkness. That's what I am on. I work hard on costumes, so I want to show them off from time to time. Can one blame me? How often do I trim my nose hair? I don't trim my nose hair. Every once in a while I'll pick it out if it's getting too long. But you need your nose hair. It keeps bacteria out of your nose. Drinking? Coca-Cola. And some water. That's such a weird way to put it. Nose hair ain't antiseptic. Because no one at any point in time in the history of time has said that nose hair is an antiseptic. It stops bacteria that are smaller than you can see from going up into your nose and giving you things like streptococcal pneumonia. Well, actually, like when you say dust, what do you mean? Hi, Chris King. Ask a question. I am the Vali. I am Vali, the Djinn of Light and Darkness. My character that I've made. Ask me a question. Yo. I'm answering spiritual questions. Any other questions? My gender. I am male. My pronouns are he, him. I don't smoke the flower anymore. Now I smoke THC cartridges. They do less damage to one's lungs, and the smoke is not as acrid. I'm trying to be polite to my mother and not have her and not stink the house up with weed smoke. It's fun time. I'm afraid I don't know who that is. I don't know, Auntie Mitsu. I truly don't know. I don't know if I'm from Squid Game. Any other questions? Anything at all? From dark to light, I don't care. From heavy to light, I don't care. I could, but with the anxiety problems that I have, bathing is a better idea right now. It keeps me calm and it stops me from having panic attacks. My thoughts on Donald. Donald is a very hurt and disturbed man who lost his mother far too early and was raised by a horrible, horrible father. So now he's trying to feel accepted and good. But unfortunately, in his process of doing that, he's causing irreparable damage to the planet. Have you ever seen something that I couldn't explain? I've seen things that at first I couldn't explain. Until later on, I learned that different things that helped me realize what the answer was. I don't see a problem through self medicating through edibles if it makes you able to get through your life easier and without the constant worry of panic attacks. If I am wrong, then I am wrong. Then I must be taught what the truth is. Donald Trump is not a good man. I never said that. I have not heard of the terrorist attack in Manchester yet. It depends who it was by. Then I can form an opinion. Gaby, what the fuck this is me dressed as my character, Vali, the angel of light and darkness. Not the angel, I'm sorry. The Djinn of light and darkness. And I am answering spiritual, personal, idealistic, and any questions that one wants about themselves, about me, about the world, about the universe. What I can say about terrorist attacks is there's always two sides. But there's never any justification for it. That's the interesting part. They'll give their side. It has its merits. The other people give their side. It has its merits. But it's never warranted for. It's never called for. And sometimes one side is in the wrong. The problem is people's inability to concede to being wrong and then fixing what they have made or what they have mistakenly made. Any other questions? I could say since I've lost some weight, I look much better in this costume. Well, I can safely say that. Contrary to popular belief, the world is not coming to an end. But it almost has 7 times. 7 different times that the earth was almost completely obliterated. Not in a sense of the earth itself disappearing, but in a sense of life disappearing. If you look at the Devonian extinction, it has the popular name of the Great Dying, where 99% of life on Earth was destroyed. I'm cosplaying, Mr. Mayo. Kudo, you're not wrong. No, my mother didn't use Tylenol else. But I'm glad that you believe Robert Kennedy Jr. That shows where your brain state is at. You got a worm up in that head of yours? Tylenol causes autism. Tell me why then, for the entire history of Tylenol, that it hasn't made people autistic. Do you, S? Do you? Believe it or not, this costume is actually based off a character named Hia in an anime called Chilling in Another World with my second level. Oh, superpowers. I had a picture up on here. If you go to my channel, it shows her costume design. I just did a male version of it. Making costumes is part of what I do, so I figured, why not? I like making costumes and going to Ren fairs because I've met some of the nicest people there, and one can truly have fun. I met a lot of people cut from the same cloth, not a pun intended, but people that... Hello, Autumn. Pleasure to meet you. Gaddafi was good. No, he wasn't. Are you a pattern maker? Then thank you, Autumn. I'm going to be honest with you, Adam. I am not a pattern maker. I know how to follow patterns as far as stitching and things like that go. But I need to continue practicing sewing. Am I rich? No. No. There's actually very little separating me from the guy on the street. I'm helping out my mother at her house. She wants me here to help her out. So I'm here. Probably too long ago, honestly. Like, it's been tough. I've been getting over a depression slump. Finally starting to come out the other end. But, yeah, I do need a haircut. I'm helping around the house as far as just taking care of things and helping with day-to-day needs. My mom's 79, so she wanted my help. So there you go. No, I'm not homeless. I have a place to stay. That would make me not homeless. Thank you, Science Guy. Yes, I'm gonna say, like, why do you care? But the answer is no, I'm not gay. But I'm wondering why you want to know so badly. Ooh, someone just rode by playing Alice in Chains. Playing Man in the Box. That's good stuff right there. Cudo, that's something that you should be very proud of. Forever. Zion, you're right. I make every moment with my mother a good moment. My mom's 79. I don't know what's going to happen in life. I don't know if I'll die tomorrow. I don't know anything. So I treat my mom the way that I should. She adopted me when I was 3 months old and gave me an absolutely glorious childhood with my father. My father's passed away now. But they gave me a wonderful life, so here I am. I'm paying it back. I'm so sorry, Odo. Any tips to fall asleep quick? I use white noise. White noise, I like it because when it's dead silent, your brain, you can't ignore the thoughts. So you can ignore, like, without being able to shut your mind off or focusing on something. Thank you, Autumn, for liking. Subscribe, please. I'm working my way up to 1,000, hopefully. The gent, I am cosplaying as Vali, the Djinn of Light and Darkness. That's the goal. Keep your head up, smile every day, and keep on trucking. Just keep on moving forward. What you got into music? So, what do I have in music? Right now, nothing. Once I get more things, Djinn, yeah, like DJINN, like the Indian spectral forms, you know. So, like, you know, like and subscribe if you like. This is just one of my costumes that I wear to rent bears, or I sound emo. Okay. It wasn't really offensive. I just don't know what sounding emo means. Don't explain it to me. I don't need to know. Since I went to King Richard's Fair, I'm now very much excited about going to other Renaissance fairs. They're a lot of fun. They're a blast. It just really is, like, it's great to be surrounded by people who are interested in having a good time. I know what emo means. It means emotional music. I know. I was around when emo was invented, when screamo was invented. Like, my favorite color is indigo. I don't know who Dixon Maybut is. I was never a fan of, like, emo music or, like, screamo music or things like that. Not because of the subject or anything like that, just because it seemed like a huge bandwagon at the time. Like, just everyone and their brother was emo. I do like Tyler, the Creator. Quite a bit, actually. Tyler has this wonderful ability to be completely truthful in what he's saying and yet not come off as fake in any way, shape, or form. And the music types that he makes are, it's really, I think it's funny because he uses other rap styles in order to even play on that genre. Nerds. Those are great candies. You know, Screamo. So, you know, the Black Dahlia. The Black Dahlia murder? Yeah, I know who they are. Do you know the Black Dahlia murder, the real case? I know the Prison Stanford experiment. The band, not the actual thing, too. Like Black Dahlia murder. No, Dahlia. 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 That was what they called Elizabeth Short, who was murdered. My dream haircut. I don't know. I like Brian Vander Ark's haircut, the lead singer of the Verve Pipe. Met them in Seattle, Washington. Very cool. Have you made any music? Yes, I have. I actually have a whole album that I'm waiting to record. I just need to buy the computer and all the recording stuff. But like, I do have experience in production, so it's literally just a lack of Wow, a lack of gear at the moment. Ah, nice. Cannibal Corpse is an interesting band, I'll give them that. Hammer Smash Face, all that crazy shit. But then you meet them and they're like the biggest dorks on the planet. I love it. Like, just like these dudes screaming lyrics about, like, coming blood and shit like that. And then you meet them and the lead singer, Corpse Grinder, he collects Legos. I love it. It's fantastic. I met Fear Factory when I was younger. It was really cool too. Like during their show, I started crowd surfing, and we were singing Replica, and Burton just looks right at me, points at me, does the devil horns, and then him and I did dabs. We just dabbed. That was like actually like that was a really kick-ass time in my life. I was married. Not anymore. Supposedly had that dead body in his basement. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. The first lead singer. I wouldn't surprise if the guy before Corpse Grinder came along, because he was different. But like, I mean, look at Mayhem. Like one of their album cover is legitimately dead. The guy dead, with his brains blown out from a short barrel shotgun. I didn't get divorced. It was more so that I got engaged. We loved each other very much, but she was emotionally unstable. So so we were like engaged for like almost 8 years, and I don't know. When you live together and you're engaged for 8 years, is it that different from being married? But the reason why we broke up is very complicated. Like, extremely complicated. It has to do with a whole lot of stuff. There you go. Yeah, it's like marriage is a weird thing, dude. Like marriage is a prospect that some people really like, and that's fine. But like some people don't need. As long as you have like if you have the paperwork, you're good to go. And some people don't even need that. You know. Explain. It was something that had to do over drugs and being healthy and our relationship being tumultuous and her questioning her sexuality as far as being with a man. Now, after 10 years, that's kind of fucked up. I didn't say I was busy, Brooke. This 6'7" thing, I'm too old for it. Brooke, why should I answer your questions when you're rude as fuck? Yeah, I broke it down because I don't feel like explaining the whole thing. You're rude, so I don't feel like explaining the whole thing. Do you mind, Goblin? I don't know what that is, man. Did you like accidentally put a like thing there? Hi Neos. Hi Michael. I'm cosplaying as Vali, the Djinn of Light and Darkness. It's a costume I made for Renaissance fairs. There's not much to it. Like, We were together for 10 years, okay? 10 years that involved drug addiction, a whole mess of things. Like, just a lot. Like, a pregnancy that turned out not to be my child. The, like, the more drug addiction. And then her finally deciding that she is more interested in being with women than being with men, and she went on her way. But not before completely sabotaging the relationship with the woman that was the love of my life. So it's like there's more to it than that too. It's kind of a heart button. Yeah, I was too much of a bleeding heart, I was like, well, it wasn't that she cheated on me. We weren't together. It's just that, like, I really did think it was my kid, and I don't think that she got pregnant on purpose. Like, it's really fucked up that she did that, but, like, honestly, like, I gotta move on. I can't get hung up on that shit. Like, it's in the past. It's in the past. Well, that's what I'm saying. There's plenty more loves out there, and I haven't given up on it. I'm not one of those red pill dudes that it's like, they get hurt by a woman once, therefore the entire other half of the population is suddenly out there to get you. That's not how that works. And the thing is, too, is that, like, I'll find a better love, I'm more grown up now. And understand more what I'm looking for from life. And what I'm looking to do with my life. So now I know more so what partner to look for. I'm glad to get a little of this guy. That's the part that messed me up the most. Was that, since she couldn't have me, no one else could. And the girl that we were reconnecting, the girl and I, are both each other's first loves from high school. And we still, like, she still means everything in the world to me. But, I just, she doesn't need me in her life. I will be nothing more than something that makes her life more difficult. You should get a haircut because the one you have doesn't match your face shape. Brooke, I'll have whatever haircut I want. I'm growing my hair long right now. It's in the middle stage where it just doesn't look good no matter what you do with it. It needs wash. It needs, I have one of those, like, things that you fucking do that with your hair with. But, like, you guys put so much pressure on me to look a certain way, it really fucks me up. Brooke, that's an opinion. I've had, like, several other girls say I look better with long hair. Personally, I just want to be comfortable in my hair, with my hair cut, considering that I still fucking have hair. I think it's kind of funny that there's some people out there that are in their 20s and bald and telling me that I look weird. Plus, considering you can't see my entire face, I don't know how you could say that long hair doesn't fit my face. Short hair isn't more comfy. Long hair is, like, so much easier to take care of. Yeah, face shape, I know. I have a diamond face shape. This hair works fine with it. Storm Hemmel puts game over in for some reason. game over. No. Like, after a certain amount of time, your hair needs oils in it. Okay? Like, people like saying, like, your hair is greasy. Not just to me, but, like, to anybody. But if you leave it alone long enough, it actually, like, starts to be healthy from that natural stuff. Like, I'm not saying don't ever wash your hair. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that, like, you don't need to wash your hair every other day. That's actually bad for it. But yeah, I've been thinking of cutting my hair shorter. Does that make you happy? Like, I'm thinking of doing a Brian Vander Ark from the Verve Pipe kind of look. You know, does that make me more sexy to you? Go look at the picture and tell me if that haircut on me will look more sexy to you. Okay? Cool, thank you. I'm glad that it would. I'm never going to meet you in real life. What's up, Borden? What's the big question? The socialist? By your definition, probably, yeah. 2018, baby? I was born in 1986. Like, I believe that, like, universal health care should exist, you know, and, like, that the government should take care of its people. I don't know if you consider that socialist. Yeah, I'm 38. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that, Cujo. 83. Yeah, we're closer to Gen Xers than we are, like, later millennials, you know? To live in the 1900s. You make it sound like I, like, played baseball with Grover Cleveland. Like, seriously. It was actually really nice in the 1990s. Good way to look at it. And I'm glad that you've come to peace. Well, that there's peace with that. I'm sorry, though. Like, I might have the age of an unk, but, like, I don't have the, like, aura of one. That's good. That's good, Odo, you know? Coconut. Good to see you. Glad to have you here. I'm showing our costumes. Showing up the costume. Do a fit check. Alright, hold on. Oh boy. Let me see if I can pull this off better. I want to wear sandals with this, but, like, fucking god damn it! Hold on. Frida. There you go. Fit check. The 2 lanes is confused. How tall am I? I'm 5'11". How tall is you? The correct way to say that is how tall are you? And I'm 5'11". Hmm. Boy, don't criticize my English. Okay. Speak sentences correctly. No, I'm just kidding. I get it. What am I doing? I am cosplaying. Well, I'm trying out my. I wouldn't say I'm cosplaying because I'm not in character at all anymore. But like, I'm trying out my costume for like the Renaissance fairs for my character Vali, the angel of the Djinn of light and darkness. Sorry, that's what's up with the get up. 2 tones. I love making costumes, and since finding like Renaissance fairs, it's been, I know what furries are, but I am not one. I don't have anything against furries. They're just weird to me. Cause I understand how like you can draw an anthropomorphic animal and make it sexy. Like I get that, that's completely possible. But to think one is a anthropomorphic animal, that's different. It's new to me. But no judgment. No judgment. Get your kicks where you get your kicks. Get your kicks on Route 66. Renaissance fairs. Yeah, it is pronounced Renaissance. That's why I say it that way. I know it's like totally dorky, like to be like, that's how it's actually spelled. Well, actually. But it really is Renaissance fair. How pleased are you? I'm pleased a lot, thank you. Thank you, coconut. I'm 38. I don't feel 38. Hi, Darth Severus. Coconut. I'm as old as your mom. Get me in contact with her. I'll be your stepdad. Yasnik, that's you. Boy, 'tis Mo, shaking my head. This shit pissed something. Oh, this shit pissing me off, shaking my head. Brooke, I don't care. Oh, LOL. Brooke, I don't care if it's pissing you off, like in the slightest sense at all. Like, it could not mean less to me. You are the toe jam between my toes. I have to clean you out periodically because you're annoying and you stink and are itchy. Yep. I'm your stepdad now, Coconut. Boy, freak, you mean bye-bye. I don't give a fuck, Brooke. Like, if you met me in person, you'd change in like 2 seconds. Like, I guarantee you change your mind on me if you met me in person. Being in person is so different than over this screen. You'd be my stepdad. I don't know. I'd have to see your mom. I'm a little shallow, so, like, looks are what gets me first. Personality is what keeps me. I don't chance for anyone. You mean chase, right? You mean like chase, right? Okay, so I'm shallow. Why? Because I want to be attracted to my partner? Dude, if you have like um who's a beggar? I'm just saying, like, one needs to be attracted to their partner. Like, that's the first thing you're gonna see. You got ESP, and it's like, wow, you look like such an intelligent person. That's kind of insulting, like to say to somebody. Like, no, I wouldn't go up to someone and immediately state that, like, hey, you're beautiful, I want to talk to you. It's more like I'd rather go up to somebody and just have a nice conversation. But yeah, I kind of need to be attracted to my partner. I'm not your sister, Brooke. Well, that sucks, Brooke. Coconut, not your sister either. Italian Latina. That's a good combo. Italian girls are pretty. Latino girls are also extremely pretty. Combo that together, I don't see a problem. Yeah, right? Now you're both sisters. And you have to be like ashamed because I'm your brother now. Like, you have to be like, yeah, it's my brother in the costume. We're down to what, 4 people? And there's like 2 good people left in here that actually know how to have like a polite conversation. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna go for now, guys. I did say that. Kudo, I did say that. This is the gang. Cute, cute, cute. It's been fun talking to you guys. It truly has been. Like, that's no bullshit. I'm not being sarcastic. Um, I'm hoping to wear this outfit to like I'm not gonna have a chance to get to King Richard's Fair this year with it, so maybe a convention, maybe some other Renaissance fair. I don't know, but but you know, hopefully people will like it. I hope people will like it. I worked really hard on it, so thanks guys for hanging around. Thanks for humoring me. You guys make this all worth it. Take it easy.